Hello, everybody. Let's see. It seems our audio is a little high. One second. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Okay. I think that should be sounding pretty good today. Thank you, everybody, for coming and joining me for this live stream. Today, I'm actually going to be starting it in our my redstone testing world. I want to show you the machine that I'm going to be working with today. There are going to be two machines that we're going to be focusing on. One will be a machine that was designed by PenguinCraft, the TNT tunnel borer. That'll be this guy over here. This machine uses ancient debris and duplicating TNT to help clear out space. We have a large industrial district that we need to try and clear out, and this is one of the machines that we've been using. We have to do 4 passes in total to clear out all the space we need to use the next machine. So once this machine, I'll be doing the 4th layer today on this stream, and after that we'll be using the next machine. Little rundown of this machine. It uses this over here, a note block, to trigger a signal line that goes down and activates all the TNT. And then once you trigger it, it causes all the TNT in a row to activate. This over here is the materials needed for each tunnel borer machine that's in the segment. This is what you need to connect the segments, and this is what you need to make the trigger machine. Plus 1 more slime and 1 more redstone if you do my design, that is a small tweak where you put the trigger machine in the middle instead of on the outer edges. I'll be going over how to make this machine in a little bit. I have a bit of a routine that I've set up for doing this. Once this is done, then I'll be using this machine. This is a 2D tunnel borer. Let's see, where's my notes on who made this? Let's see, I should have my notes on who designed this somewhere. Let's see, these are all notes on how to run it. So I should have the note for who made this. I always try and do that on all my machines so I can give credit. I guess I'll have to go and look this up again to make sure I can give proper credit. When I figure it out, I'll put it in the description just so y'all know. But this is a 2D tunnel borer. This machine sends a flying machine down the row. Once it hits these, it goes back, and then the whole thing moves forward 1 block, and then it sends them out again, comes back, forward 1 block, sends them out again, come back. So you can clear out a large amount of space with this machine. It is a bit of a pain to get right. I tend to have this thing explode on me far often than I really care to. There are, like I said, there are tutorials around that show how to build this. My thing is the tutorial always shows doing it in creative mode, and then, well, when you're doing it in survival, it's always a bit of a pain. I do have this redstone testing world where I have a number of different machines because, well, it's much convenient to do them in a creative world and make all your mistakes here and then go do it in survival. So I've never really shown off the creative world. Not a lot going on with it yet. I ended up losing my old creative world, so I had to start from scratch, re-accomplish a lot. And, well, here's what I've been able to remake so far. Anyways, I've got the this one was made by PenguinCraft, I believe. Let's see, where's the sign saying who made it? Let's see. First thing we're gonna have to do is clear out some space, and then let's see. Let's see. Where is my accreditation signs? Yes, here we go. By PenguinCraft. At least that's the tutorial I followed when I first made this. Alright, so I'll be having to come back and forth to this one, because this is the one that I've never quite memorized how I want to have this made. But this is the one that's going to do most of the clearing. Everything we've been doing till now is just trying to get things functional or cleared to use it. So let's go back to my actual survival server. Oh, wrong button. So this is our industrial district on my PenguinCraft server. Or PenguinCraft server, there we go. We've switched the name a couple times. Gotta wait for it all to load in. This is Java Edition. We don't have ray tracing, but this is Solder's amazing shaders. So everything looks like it has the RTX, but it doesn't quite work like RTX. It only shows reflections when it is actually within your field of view. But it looks pretty nice. Oh, there goes my rich farm. Let's see. So let's get going. This district was originally built in version 117, or I believe it was under construction in 117. 118 was when we finally finished building it. Or, no, 117 was when we finished building it. 118 came along and created a bit of an issue. See, when we first built this, we built this all the way to bedrock. This was originally a swamp. Let me show the map here. So this map is a world map on maxed out zoom, so you can kind of see our district kind of takes a big chunk of it. This was the original map. This was originally a swamp, and the reason we chose this location was right here is a witch hut. This entire district was chosen purely because there was a witch hut here, so we can start getting a lot of our redstone. These maps kind of show the progress. We started with an individual TNT duper runs and a sand positioning machine to try and help clear out the swamp. And that ended up taking a while. The swamp had to be cleared out pretty much by manually placing sand until we filled it all up. But once it was clear, we got a bee farm too. Skip that. But once it was clear, we were able to set up the 2D quarry machine and just clear out the rest. It took several passes because water and lava that gets in the way blocks it from clearing out everything else. You can kind of see these mounds that kind of showed up. So once you clear out the lava, you run the machine again. So it took 3 passes with the 2D quarry machine for us to finally get it all cleared out. And that got us down to bedrock, which is where all this glass is. We originally had it to where this glass was intermingled with the top layer of bedrock, and that made the floor of our district. As far as things go, we try and make it to where anything with a mob is done inside the fence. Anything that is farming or other non-hostile mob related is done outside the fence. Kind of like a bit of a prison yard is the theme I'm going for. So let's go over to this corner. And I'll be showing you kind of the tips and tricks I have for trying to clear this whole area out. In order to use the quarry machine, you have to have a total of 20 blocks clearance between the top surface and the bottom surface you're wanting to use. So we've been having to try and clear that out for the entire missed. We've been having to try and clear that out for this whole district. So in the 117 to 118 update, everything that was bedrock was replaced with deep slate, and everything below that was pretty much the actual rendering or the terrain generation that would normally take place for that region. So let's see. Let me count up how many blocks we're currently at. We should be at 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Uh-oh. That's 12. That's not right. Hang on. I could have sworn we'd done more than that. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's only 12. Okay, this may not be the final pass. I could have sworn we'd done this enough times. Alright, well, I guess we will just be showing how to do the tunnel bores, and I'll have to do a separate time for the quarry machine, because there's just not enough time to do 2 full layers on this live stream. That'll be a bit too intense, I think. So let's get this going. First thing is we need to make a 4-wide quarry machine, which needs to have 28 blocks side to side in the direction you want to start the tunnel bore machine, and then 27 blocks forward to back. This has to be done manually. Let's see. Trying to get this water to stop. Right now we have water curtains set up all along the district. This is so that as the TNT goes flying, it doesn't destroy the walls. This makes it easier to have smooth walls at the very end of the day. But it has caused some issues here and there. The trick is, if you want to get rid of these spillovers, you have to make sure you clear out the top block. If you try and clear out the bottom, then it just makes it spread more. Oh, what did I just do? Placed a block somewhere I didn't want to. Alright, let me clear this. Okay, let's see. Let's get that cleared out. Okay, so first things first. 27 by 28 block area cleared, 4 blocks deep from the surface that we're starting at. This is originally a maintenance area for doing all this. You can kind of see here, this was where I made my first machine when I thought I would be doing the rest manually. So I made this machine, and it kind of went across. But plans have changed, and I've had to redo a lot of it. So let's get this going. I will be posting a time lapse of this whole thing on my PeerTube channel. That's where I'll be planning to put all the time lapses of everything I do. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is block number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, last count. Let's just clear out some space here real quick. Oh, nope. One of the annoyances of trying to build this thing. Dead drops everywhere. Okay, let's see. We got... How far are we? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay. Now we need at least 27 blocks this way. That's going to be annoying. I'm going to have to deal with those voids as we go. Okay, let's see, how far are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, let's go a few more blocks just in case. And then we just need to clear this out. I suppose technically you could do this with TNT, but I prefer to try and do this manually so I can get a nice flat bottom for doing the first batch. Also, I don't have that much fresh TNT. I have to try and stick to duping, and trying to do this with duping is a bit more effort than is worth it for such a small area. Now, as we do this, keep in mind, above us is actually a layer of glass. That is where the old bedrock is, and currently we're working on layer 16 below that. When we were setting this up, we've been doing tunnel borers. I think we only did 2 layers so far instead of 3. My bad math. But the first 4 layers had to be done manually. They had to be done completely by hand because the glass would break if we exploded a TNT too close to it. So the first layer that we used the tunnel borers on was actually on layer 8, because that was the closest layer we could be on without the glass top breaking constantly. So doing that first 4 layers completely by hand took a long while, since me and my friends just do this on the occasion. We don't do it every day or religiously. So it took a long time. When we finally got that done, then we could start doing the tunnel bores. But they take time to assemble, build, run. And you have to keep watching out for water or lava along the way. You've got mobs that show up as you do it. Now, trying to set up the first machine, I find doing a 4-wide machine and running them along the length of one side of the district makes for a good way to start it. You can use the space that that first machine clears to set up the rest of the machines you need to finish the layer. So that's what this area here is for, is that in order to set up that first machine, that very first machine that clears up the space for everything else, you have to clear out this 27 block by 28 block area. And, well, there isn't much you can do about it. Like I said, I could TNT this, but I like to try and keep this as flat and consistent as possible, use it for reference while I'm trying to build the rest of it. Granted, there's only so far we can go. We don't have any beacons yet. This is a survival-only server. So, yeah, we'll be clearing out a good chunk of space. Let's see. So that would be about 2,500 blocks I'll be clearing out just to get this server started, or this machine started. May not be the most interesting thing in the world, but hopefully it's relaxing enough. Gotta clear this. Alright. Now back at it. So I hope everyone is having a great day. This should be a bit of a relaxing stream to be going through. Oop, oop, oop. So I probably won't do a live stream for the entire layer, since we won't actually be getting down to the quarry machine today, but I can go ahead and show the assembly of the 4-wide machine, and then I'm able to do up to a 16-wide machine with the resources I have at the moment. So I'll go ahead and show the assembling of a 16-wide machine, just because the process to get everything together and running. Where was my turn? You can see over here we have a dungeon. We encased it in obsidian to protect it from the explosions, because after this is done, we want to try and utilize that. Okay, let's see. Oh, did I already? Okay, I guess I went too far. I didn't even notice I passed it. I was about to say this was going a lot further than I expected. So yeah, we're going to be trying to clear out about 3,600 blocks when this is all said and done, just for the starting section. Let's see. So this server was started between me and a couple of my friends. You had Azeroth, who is starting to do more Twitch streaming these days, and Kite is also on the server. We have Don't Trust That Burger, who's joined recently, and William, who he was there in the beginning, but he hasn't been on in a good while. We also have Wolfie's her nickname, but I forget what her username is. I haven't seen her on in a little while. It's a bit of a slow server. We don't have a lot of active members. It's mainly just people I know in person. It's not really open for other members to join unless I've met you in person. Just to make sure that we don't have any griefers. Oh, diamond. Let's see. Get rid of this glass ball. Toss it. Alright. Let's see how long I can go before a creeper or something shows up. I really don't mind if creepers show up right now. If they blow up this area, well then they're just lending me a hand essentially. My netherite will protect me from any creepers. But yeah. Whenever I'm having to clear out large areas like this, I always like to go from the outside in. As you get closer to the end, the rounds get faster and faster. We're not really worried about trying to collect these resources. We've got so many of them collected already that our 7 double chests are pretty full. Deep slate. Let's see. This is tough, I believe, that we're getting. Or smooth basalt. I think we've got plenty of that. We don't really have many creative builders on the server, so it's mainly just us playing with farms for the most part for now. I'm hoping we could find some new friends that would be interested in trying to do some more creative builds, but for now that's not really the focus of the server. I don't think we really have much of a focus other than just a shared server where some of our friends can jump on and play. One of our friends did unleash a wither pretty much just right next to our industrial district, and we haven't been able to kill it. None of us are really that good at combat, so if you just go that way towards the east for 5-6 minutes, you'll start running into a wither that just likes destroying everything. We tried to fight it. We got a group of our friends together to fight it, and we got our butts handed to us, and we lost a lot of really good gear. So we just kind of let it do its own thing. It's out of render distance for us, so it doesn't bother us. But yeah, no one's allowed to go to the east unless they're planning to fight the Wither. No one's allowed to summon another Wither until someone defeats that one. We don't need multiple Withers running around. But once it's outside the cave, the usual trick for a Wither is get into a cave, dig a long channel, let it explode underground, and chase you through a tunnel that it has to slowly explode as it goes through. Make sure that there's no lava or water nearby, because then it's very difficult to fight it. Well, when I told the person that summoned the Wither, make sure there's no lava nearby, and make sure it's like, he wanted to do it right next to the district. I told him it needed to be at least 50 blocks through a tunnel near bedrock, 50 blocks through the ground. And he did that, but he ran into some lava. I told him, well, you can't have lava nearby. It's going to cause problems. Well, all he did was plug the tunnel, get rid of the lava that was in his tunnel, and then summon the Wither anyways. So when we ran into it, the Wither just kind of kept going, and when it hit the lava, it flooded and we couldn't fight it because we were getting killed by lava. Hang on, see, someone sent me a message. 1 second. I think I'm good. Oh, here we go. Message. Alright. So, when we got swamped out with lava, we couldn't quite actually survive it. We ended up having to abandon the tunnel, and it just kept chasing us. It made its way into the district, and it started throwing the Wither skulls all through the district. Surprisingly, it didn't actually destroy anything. All the farms came out unscathed. It just destroyed a lot of the glass on a lot of the wall. But yeah, we were surprised with how unscathed it was. But we did try and lure it away from the district, and I pretty much used my elytra, flew away, carrying the Wither behind me. Oh. I keep missing this turn. Let's see. Hopefully when I make this wider, it'll be a bit more obvious to make the turn. Let's see. I'll be taking a bio break at about the 1 hour mark for the stream. We'll just be playing some Muzak there. Oh. Okay, you just breakdowns in there, buddy? Oh, hi. No. Bad. Why would I want your eye? Go away. Let's see. Let's see. I haven't really done much streaming with Minecraft on YouTube. I've been trying to do some other games for a while lately, but I figured this is going to take a good chunk of time. Wanted to kind of just establish what the process for this is. Because, yeah, most other people just do a quick, yeah, here's what it is, go away. Or, not really go away, but here's how you do it in creative. Figure out on your own what to do from there. Okay. Bye. This is a... Oh yeah, that's right. I'm right next to the spawner. That would explain why I'm suddenly getting a swarm. Hi. Go away. Okay, I'm gonna go sleep. This is getting annoying. All those guys and the thing that finally damages me is jumping. I do like having this water curtain around the edge of the district so you can get up and down easily enough. But we are planning to get rid of it once we finish all the construction. It's really only there to... One second, got a message. Alright. Back at it. Wheat. Nom 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 nom. Alright. Where did I leave off? I think I can just start up wherever. I think I'm going to do this one since I keep missing this turn. Uh, let's see. What we got here? What we got? I'm still going to be sticking to doing Stronghold on 9 p.m. Central Time for my regular stream. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, if I'm going to move over to Twitch or if I'm going to stick to YouTube. I'm mostly just trying to figure out my settings and my layouts. I started OBS this morning and it was just giving me all kinds of problems where I couldn't actually access any of the pop-ups and it would become unresponsive. So I had to start running OBS in admin mode, but in admin mode it lost all my settings. So I had to go back and try and reset up all of the stuff I've done before just to be able to do the stream this morning. So while I'm still running into issues and struggling to do a decent stream, I'm going to stick to YouTube. And once I've got the system down where I'm not really worried about making things work on a regular basis, then I might move over to Twitch where there's a bit more of a user base for fresher or newer streamers that are starting out. They have better luck with Twitch over YouTube. But for now, I'm just kind of wanting a good place where I can record and host my videos and just see how things go. I don't know if I'm going to keep this up long term or if this is just something I'm going to play with for the summer and not really bother with come the fall. I guess it all kind of depends on how many people like and subscribe. Let's see. Yes. High-paced action. Every step of the way. Let's see, my friend Azeroth might be joining on in a little bit. He's never really built these machines before, so he might be able to help more with the clearing. Having multiple people when running these machines is useful just because of the amount of resources to be able to collect. There are better ways to do a clearing of a district, but the issue is the glass ceiling. Trying to clear this out when we have a ceiling above us has been the real issue here. We have been working on this district for a couple of years now. Like I said, we're not doing this a lot. This is one of us is able to do it while they're working. Sometimes one of us is never able to get on. One of us is only able to get on occasion. I'm not able to get on too often. There's not a lot you're able to really do when people are only able to get on the rare occasion. And some of them moved on to other servers. Some of them still get on here on occasion. So a lot of clearing out to do. Pretty much this server exists essentially for this district right now. Little sad life. There we go. That path is done. Let's get rid of this while we're at it. I do like playing with these settings. Like I said, this isn't Bedrock RTX. This is the Java with Soldier's awesome shaders and vanilla tweaks. Uh, so I believe it's Exumavoid on the Hermitcraft server. He hosts vanillatweaks.net where you're able to do some. They're more just cosmetic changes. So they're not really considered mods. They're a resource pack that just changes the textures on things. And I've really enjoyed using them. That's why the glass looks different. Instead of it just being a grid pattern, you can actually kind of see through it, which is what I really like. So like if we go over here and remove the vanilla tweaks resource pack, you'll see what it normally looks like. And I just don't care for the aesthetic of it. I think I need to turn off the shaders too. Let me see. Video settings, shaders, off. That still looks the same. What's up with that? Oh no, now you can see it. I just need to get closer. Which setting was that? It shouldn't have been like that. Let's see. Video settings. Detail. Done. Dynamic light. Shaders. Internal. I don't know. I've messed with some settings and I don't remember which settings I messed with. I'll put things back to the way I like it though. One of the biggest things I like for the vanilla tweaks is being able to have sticky pistons show that they're sticky from the sides. Having observers have arrows on them so that they can show the direction they're pointing. Minor things like that. They just help show what's going on a bit nicer. Let's see. Oh, here's where I stop. I do wish that their hotbar had more spaces in it. Like 2 separate hotbars, one for tools, one for resources. There we go. This is obvious. This is where I'm supposed to turn now. Much more obvious than the time we went all the way down over there. Unfortunately, the deep slate just isn't able to be instant-mined. If this was regular stone, I can break through this so quick, but this is taking its sweet time. So in the background, you can see our bamboo farm. This here is our bamboo farm. It has a override switch. This bamboo farm is purely meant to feed our super smelter. You can't really see it through the light right now. But the super smelter is... Oh, hey, I see you there, Azeroth. Thank you for joining the chat. Let's see. One moment. Let's see. And there you can see our witch farm. Like I said, this whole area was built purely because that witch farm was there. Not too fancy. It was based on a design from Il Mango. Let's see. Oh, starting to get dark. I need to go to bed soon if mobs start coming up from the zombie spawner that's right around the corner. Where is it? Oh, you can hear them now. There they are. Maybe if I just should block them. No. There's another way for them to get out. I just don't want to deal with them right now. I got enough going on here. Hey, go. Hey. Go away. Go away. Just go. Okay. Come on. Go away. Anybody else around? Oh. Go. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and block this off. Oh, where'd you come from? Shoot. Shoot. Working. Are you coming from the spawner and just getting out somehow, or are you just a regularly spawned zombie coming over here because you hear other zombies? Either way, I don't need to be here anymore. Okay, let's see. Woo! Oh, where'd you go? Ah! Go! Shoot! 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 Alright. Back at it. Let's see. Me and Azeroth always tend to do these clearing large spaces differently. I prefer to do 2 wide. Oh, Jesus! Let's fill this back in and pretend that didn't happen. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. This is getting annoying. We swim to victory! Swim up the waterfall somehow. I didn't break nothing. There were just a lot of zombies bothering me. Go away. Alright. You're gonna be hopping on, Az? Alright, I don't know. What's your nickname here? Azeroth? Let's see. There we go. So like I said, we're doing this 4 layers deep because you could do deeper, but then you'd end up with a strip of blocks that would actually be left behind and you'd have to clear out manually. And it's not the end of the world, but if we're doing this, I'd rather Okay, Azzy or Azeroth. Okay. If we're doing this, I'd rather have it take care of everything and not leave stuff that I have to take care of after the fact. So, it's not the end of the world. It just means you have to build a few more. You have to do machines a bit more frequently. And it's not that bad to have to do a few more. Like I said, it's a difference of 3 layers versus 4 layers. But if you can make sure you count, because apparently, like I said, we've only done 2 layers. I could have sworn we've done 3, but we're gonna have to do another layer even after this one, because this isn't deep enough to where we can safely run the other machine. So, let's see. There we go. There's Azzy. Let's see. Does he have the proximity chat enabled still? Let's see. Let's see. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Nope. 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 There we go. You could
Hello?
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, I accidentally exited out of Discord.
Alright, no worries.
I'm trying to run this on my toaster of a computer, so
Yeah.
stuff I have better.
Yeah. You should still be able to get proximity chat to work on that.
I'm not even gonna try.
Alright. Let's see. Like I said, I was telling the stream earlier, apparently I miscounted. We've only finished 2 passes out of the 4. So this will be the 3rd pass. I was hoping.
Nice.
I thought we were just about done.
Nope. Oh my god.
Yeah. This
I need
is
a new computer if I'm gonna be doing this.
Yeah, like I said, this is just the clearing out the space for the initial machine that clears out the space for the rest of the machine.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll be trying to make this into a bit of a tutorial for how to build that machine in survival. It was, like I said, it was designed by PenguinCraft. I made a few tweaks to it, but nothing major. But his thing just shows it really in creative mode, and just a small 2-machine station. So I'll be showing how to build it in survival, or he did it in creative. I'll do it in survival, and we'll go from there.
I'm heading back towards you. I was doing something or another. I don't remember what. But I'm in the nether.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm using Discord on my phone because it would lag my computer otherwise.
Yeah. So when are you gonna upgrade your toaster?
When I have money?
Sounds like a good timing.
Huh?
Sounds like a good time to do it.
What, when I have money?
Yeah.
Where are you exactly?
I'm in the industrial district in the northeast corner.
Northeast. Okay.
The opposite corner of the two large geodes.
Alright. Pretty much where we started before, I guess.
Yeah. It's the best
Alright.
place to start it, considering all the stuff we have to try and avoid.
Yep.
Let's see. Almost done clearing out this space. Let's see. Then we can start building the machine.
So I'm doing like two things at once.
No worries. Oh, there you are, Ezzy. Okay. And with this, we can start building the machine.
And my work is done here.
It is useful to have you around the check for diamonds and stuff while the machine is running.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2, 3.
I wanted to be on the record that I very, very much dislike deep slate.
Yes, it is an obnoxious material that has been the bane of our existence while doing this whole project.
I mean, even if we had a beacon, with haste 2, it really wouldn't make that much of a difference.
Yeah.
It's not instant mind.
Yeah. Well, if someone would go and kill that wither that's out and about, we could make some use of this.
Or we could just get another wither skeleton and cheese it.
No. We kill that first one, then we cheese it.
That's what you think. I'm going to get some more skulls and I'm going to do it on my own.
If you unleash another one, we'll have words. Okay, so as far as laying this out, if you made sure that things were far enough from the far corner, the spacing for this would be ancient debris, just a structure block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ancient debris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are the first two machines. This is where I'm going to be putting the trigger mechanism. So I only put 5 here. Ancient debris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I might need to make this a 5-station wide machine. Or did I do my math wrong? Okay, let's redo this. I think I made it wider than I needed it to be.
The cleared area?
Yeah.
Wait.
Not too bad, but I want to make sure I get it up against the water more.
Yeah.
So let me redo this. And you sleeping? Okay. 2 blocks over.
Yeah.
1 block
Yeah,
back.
I can do this sleeping.
Okay. So
I have a portable bed. As long as I don't die, we're good.
4, 5, 6 ancient debris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ancient debris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ancient debris. So let's see. In order for this to function, you do have to clear 2 more blocks. So this is 3 wider than it needed to be for this. So right here we have the spacing for the four stations. On each one, you need to have 3 ancient debris. Let me grab some other materials real quick. I like to try and do this as part of a set run. Here we go. Okay, let me throw the stuff I don't need in here. Okay. This. I need ancient debris, endstone bricks, observers, sticky pistons, and pistons for this first assembly. Hang on. Gotta see. Okay. There we go. And back at it. Alright. Let's see. Where was I? Okay. Pistons, sticky pistons, observers, endstone bricks, and ancient debris. Make it into a little assembly line of stuff that I need to put together here. Alright. So for each one of these 4 stations that have been spaced accordingly, you need a total of 3 ancient debris, an endstone brick, an observer, and a sticky piston. And I believe in PenguinCraft's video, he used sea lanterns instead of endstone bricks. And they work, but every now and then they'll spontaneously break, which is a bit annoying.
I mean, we have unlimited sea lanterns, so I mean, it's not like it's that bad.
Yeah, but the issue is that if it breaks the rest of the machine.
Yeah, fair enough.
It may still function without too much trouble, but you'll get it to where the TNT isn't landing where you need it. And when that happens, if it doesn't clear the land like it needs to, it can cause that section of the machine to stop and destroy itself and start destroying the rest of the machine.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal because you can always just replace it. And if you catch it early enough, you don't have to deal with the machine. You can just replace it. But if you don't catch it, it causes a lot more issues. So I started using endstone bricks because they have a lot of blast resistance. Technically, you could use a 4th ancient debris, but ancient debris is pretty valuable, so I went with endstone bricks. I've never had an endstone brick break on me while running the machine. Okay, so for the next step is using a regular piston facing the other direction. You want it facing the sticky piston. Misplaced that one there. I do like having shadows. The shadows is a really nice touch with the shaders. Alright. Next round. We need stone brick walls. We need the observers. I can put the ancient debris away. So we need stone brick walls, observers, slabs, slime, a solid block. I like to use sea lanterns, TNT, and your coral fans. You can use live fans, they'll die once you place them. But this is what we'll need for the next step here. So behind this piston, the regular piston, we're going to place an observer with facing away from it with 1 block gap. This observer is used to trigger the standard piston as part of the forwarding mechanism. Next, we place the wall pieces in front of each one of the pistons. Oh, can't jump that. There we go. Alright, and then we
Can you
do
say tough?
the what?
The tough block. Do we want to save that?
We've got a couple chests of it.
All right, I'm gonna toss it then.
Alright,
We have a lot.
so here,
Sorry.
once we have the slabs placed, then it's slime, sea lantern, slime, coral, slime, slab, TNT. You can kind of go whatever pattern you want for this. I'm kind of in the habit of doing this when you don't have ground around you. So I tend to do it in this pattern, where I use a lot of the stuff that I've been placing to be the structure that I need. So yeah, if I was doing this, and let's say this happened to be a spot that had no ground, this would be the pattern for this. Slime, sea lantern, slime, coral. I click on top of the coral. It leaves a gap, but it goes where it needs to. I go ahead and do the TNT now, and then do the slab last if needed. A lot of this, you just have to have blocks underneath you, but you can build it up as needed. So this is the way I usually end up doing it. I have the TNT placed right now, but it's not triggered. When you're disassembling this, you always want to disassemble the TNT first, because it runs the risk that once you have it set up with the detector rail on the minecart, if you disturb any adjacent block to it, it'll activate and go ahead and explode. So you always want that to be the very first block you remove. Here, it doesn't really matter when you place it, as long as the detector rail on the minecart are the very last blocks. Through this, I tend to use slime blocks as a scaffolding block or as a filler block, just because I have so much of it, and I can insta break it too, so it's easy enough to use. So like here, I'm going to use it as a spacer block. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I forgot. Oh, so we're done with that section. We're going to go ahead and start moving on to the next one. For this one, I need redstone block, observer, slime, and standard pistons. I'm going to put the rest of this away for now. So, oh, Skelly Boy. No. I said no. Almost out of carrots. Okay. 1, 2, 3 slime, a redstone block, and then get rid of these 3 slimes. So it could be anything, since we're not really keeping it. I just like to use slimes. So then from the redstone block, place an observer and a piston. And underneath the redstone, place a slime. So 1, 2, 3. Redstone, slime. Get rid of these. Observer, piston. 1, 2, 3. Redstone, slime. Clear it. Observer, and standard piston. 1, 2, 3. Redstone, slime, observer, piston. Okay, so this section is done. Now we go on to this, to the chained activation mechanism. And for this, we need slime, redstone, sticky pistons, and standard pistons. For this, once again, we're going to use slime blocks as a spacer or as a filler, just to use to line things up. You were saying something?
Nothing.
All right. What are you doing over here?
I am clearing out below this spawner, like just all the blocks around the spawner.
Okay.
Because I can. I mean, you're about to blow it up anyways, but you know.
Well, we are saving the spawner.
Yeah, no, I'm clearing out all the blocks around it.
Well, let's see. One thing you could do that would be pretty useful. Let me set this up. 1, 2.
It's probably blow up all the blocks underneath it because we can't do the TNT isn't going to work.
It'll get a lot of the stuff underneath it, but one thing I need you to do
is,
let's see. We'll run into the issue that the I can't really build the machines to start the other machines right there. So let's see. 1, 2. So I would need you to clear out everything from like 27 blocks forward from here.
From where you're at right now?
Yeah. So like go 27 blocks forward and then go to the waterfall and clear out everything. 4 blocks tall, because this will blow out a lot of the other stuff that's around.
Aren't you? Oh, because you won't be able to do. I see, because you won't be able to do the TNT machine where it's at because of this thing. Yeah. So you need to do 27 blocks over, so that way.
So yeah, you'll have to pretty much this space that I just cleared out over here for the machine has to be done again, but lower and in front of the spawner block that we have here.
Yeah. So 27 from here.
Or 27 from whatever's in front of here. So 27 from here. But
anything beyond that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is the depth, and this is as far away from the waterfall as we need it to be.
Okay.
Oh, flamey zombie boy. Go away. Go away. Hopefully I'm able to start this machine soon so you can kind of get a good idea of what's going on in there. Okay, so let me get the trigger mechanism started. For this space here is where we had the 5-block space. This is where the trigger mechanism is going to go. So I'm going to do this as the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to keep the 4th block. Oh shoot, creeper. I don't mind creepers too much, but I hate it when they blow up my machine. No. Okay. They blew up some of the ground, but they didn't blow up the machine. Okay. So, where was I? You do 4 blocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4. You keep the 4th one. Get rid of the other 3. You have a standard piston facing forward. A sticky piston facing back. And you're going to do that for these 2 that are to the side of the trigger. Sticky piston forward. Or standard piston forward, sticky piston back.
Just to verify, you said 27 blocks, right?
Yes.
Alright.
So then from here, we're going to go 1, 2. Get rid of this one. place a sticky piston to the side. Same thing here. 1, 2. Place a sticky piston to the side. Then we can get rid of these. Now what we're going to do is, from the backs of these 2 pistons, we're going to place a slime block. That's once again just a structure. That's just to hold it there. Then we're going to place redstone blocks to the sides and a slime block between them. The slime block between these 2 redstone are going to be for the trigger mechanism. So now we go ahead and we have the trigger in the middle and our 2 sets of tunnel bores, or 2 sets of 2. When I build the other machine, it's going to be the same design along the whole way. It's just that the sides are going to go out further from each of the on each side of the trigger mechanism. Trigger mechanism is the last thing I build, but the minecarts are the last thing I install, because once you install that, if you click anything around the redstone, it'll set it off. So that's always my last step. So here we have the redstone that triggers the lines, and the first part of the trigger mechanism for each line. From here, 1, 2, 3, redstone, slime, sticky piston, slime. Get rid of this slime here that's between the redstone and the sticky piston. Another sticky piston on the back, and a standard piston in the front. One of the things when you're working with flying machines, a simple thing to think about is if it's a one-directional machine, the direction you want it to be flying in, any pistons pointing that direction should be standard pistons, and any pistons facing the back direction should be sticky, as they're pulling blocks forward and the standard pistons are pushing blocks forward. So 1, 2, 3. Redstone, slime, sticky, slime. Destroy that. Standard piston forward. Sticky piston back. So you'll see how this kind of comes together later on. When these pistons activate, it pushes forward this chain here, and the redstone block activates the next one in the line. When you have a long chain of these, you'll see each one activating the next one, but when you remove a redstone from a block, it's an instant update. So you'll see an arming and an activation phase. In the arming phase, you'll see each one do go down the line, but during the activation phase, they all set off at once. Let's see. Last phase for here, we need just the slime, redstone, and standard pistons. We don't need the sticky pistons anymore. What we're going to do is set a slime here with a redstone on top. We're going to go leave a 1 block gap, and then we're going to place a standard piston facing forward. We could do this 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. We could do this 1, 2, 3, 4. Destroy the